all know where AMC is going to go. We all know what AMC is supposed to do. And we all know there are high chances of this theory realizing and materializing itself. Now, just to give you a little bit of a reminder, because a lot of people think this is a cult. Lots of people think this is just us trying to stick it to the elite, but it has nothing to do with that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you something that will actually give you to be more bullish is not strong enough to express what I'm trying to, convey here, because it doesn't make sense that off of the 516 million shares issued by AMC Theaters, and we know retail investors own almost 95, 96%, which amounts to almost 492 million shares. So of the 147 remaining or reportedly owned by institutions, only 25 million are issued AMC. So if only 25 million are issued by the company, how come we do have that delta, that gap of 122 million shares that are held altogether by institutions altogether? Well, it means that these 122 million shares held by institutions are either fake or these are IOU issued by brokers, which comes back to the first thing, which is fake shares, because the real shares are only shares that are being issued by the company. All right? If you are a factory producing cars, you cannot just put out there a amount of cars, and there are even a lot more higher cars out there in the market than what you produced. It doesn't make sense. Either the titles are fake, either somebody's, giving the impression to people or selling people fake cars. It's the exact same thing here. Now, how do I know this? Because if you just Google this, Vanguard Group is the biggest individual institutional holder on AMC stock, owning a total of 47.2 million shares. If you combine altogether the top 111 institutional holders of AMC, they own about 116.7% of the company, with a total of 598.7 million shares. So by doing the math, that's how we are falling here with this delta of 122 million shares. Now, let me ask you this. All right, let me ask you this. 122 million shares. These are what we know by just doing simple math. But when we look at the dark pools, when we look at the amount of volume that is being traded both in APE and in AMC, underneath the table, we can account for even 10 times, 20, 30, 50 times more than this, because nobody just only knows. Nobody knows exactly if it's not the shorts who created these fixtures, who are dealing and trading in those dark pools themselves. So if we were just to take 122 million shares that are fake and at some point need to be either bought back, neither to be returned, neither to be either way to disappear, it will create such an amount, an enormous buying pressure. So let's just do a quick simple math. 122 million shares to be bought. Let's just say at $8 a share. Do we know, or do you, just by simply doing that simple math, not even counting fear of missing out, not even counting FOMO, not even counting the day traders, not even counting the chasers, not even counting the shorts going out. No, simply this total of 122 million shares that need to disappear, that need to go away. They just can't poof. No, it needs to have something happening in market in order for this to be real shares, in order to convey to the real amount of shares that are existing out there and circulating in the market. In other words, I don't think even just this, we can actually think about triple digits, easily attainable triple digits. Now, if you account for other factors, other parameters that may drive this thing higher and higher and higher as the short starts exiting massively out the door, then it's mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing. So when I look at this, not only I'm more comfortable holding tighter to my shares, both in APE and in AMC, because remember, those two have the same value. They're supposed to have the same value. So Short squeezing in ape means short squeezing in AMC. So it means double portion.